Well, they are two of the province's oldest buildings, and they will stand safely for decades to come after undergoing a refurbishing that took nearly a year. The Royal BC Museum celebrated the grand reopening of Helmcken House and St. Anne's Schoolhouse in Victoria today by unveiling a life-sized statue of Dr. John S. Helmcken. He was the first person to live in the house, and he is perhaps best remembered for helping to negotiate BC's entry into confederation. The restoration crews gave the two buildings a complete overhaul, which included installation of new interpretive panels. A successful fundraising campaign also allows the museum to install a new $350,000 fire suppression system.
So the system is state-of-the-art because it's an early detection system, and it is now tied into our fire panel in our 24-hour security. So really important in case of any catastrophe, we would have early alerts. But the reinterpretation really is an opportunity to really sort of share the stories of the Helmcken family and the sisters of St. Anne, who were so important to the early beginnings of Victoria and, in fact, British Columbia. And so this interpretation is just quite wonderful for us to be able to share the stories.
Helmcken House and St. Anne's Schoolhouse are both on the grounds of the Royal BC Museum, and they're open daily now to the public from noon till 4 p.m. until September 6th. Admission is by donation. Now, there were two former St. Anne's students in that crowd today. They initially showed up to celebrate one of BC's first buildings, but as Adam Swatsky shows us, they ended up reminiscing about some first feelings.
His fingers find notes on the keyboard and a familiar face in a photograph.
That's me. Blonde hair.
Paul Gothrop, age 7.
What do you think of that picture?
Well, that's very old.
You'll find his former classmate Ken Kissinger here too.
Right there. 1934, I believe. Well, I'm not sure whether it's grade 1 or grade 2.
What do you think about seeing yourself in that picture?
I'm quite impressed.
Paul and Ken have reunited for the grand reopening of their elementary school, St. Anne's.
I think it's wonderful that they've restored it, and it's just quite amazing how these 4 women came and lived in here and taught in here in a small little building.
Outside, a new statue revealed. Inside, a first feeling remembered.
I was looking for a girl in the row here that I fell in love with in grade 2.
And he finds her quickly.
That's her there. She had long brown hair.
You liked her?
Oh yeah. But you know, I was only 8 at the time, or 7, so that didn't.
You still remember her though?
Oh yeah, yeah.
A first feeling that lingers like a last note played.